All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is Robert Hudgens, and I'm excited to be co-hosting it with my good friend, co-founder of Team Beachbody, and of course, Elite Stronghold, and brother from another mother, even though he's able to grow hair on his face better than I can. And and just all around good guy. You all know him and love him, Mark Briggs. And it's been a while since the two of us have tag team on one of these calls, so I was extremely excited when he said he was going to be available. So, guys, make sure you take advantage and share this call, which I will post the link on the Elite Stronghold page after we're done. But make sure that you guys share this call with your team and the members who were not able to make this tonight. So just real quick, if you can do me a favor, and this will just make it easier on you and you won't get distracted like I do when a squirrel walks by or somebody throws a ball. But if up in the top right-hand corner, there's a little button that says gallery view or speaker view. Go ahead and make sure yours is on speaker view, and that way either Mark's beautiful face or my ugly face is the one that you'll see staring back at you instead of the Brady bunch of all the different squares there, and you get distracted by somebody picking their nose. So that being said, I just want to just go ahead and get started and just say that, you know, I'm super excited real quick and to kind of share some perspective and kind of get started here. I just got to ask Mark, because he's maybe one of the only ones that maybe identifies with this, but I mean, share real quick, Mark, let's just say 10 years ago, where were you? I mean, what was life like for you? And I mean, what was going on? I mean, just share with everybody.
Working that JOB and getting shot at and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, those were the fun days, man. You know, it's way cooler with Beachbody, where we show up and they wave at me with all their fingers extended and they're actually happy to see me. I like it a lot more. I dig it. But, you know, I think back to where we were when we started. You know, think back to how many of you remember those VHS recorders and the VHS tapes? And that's what I started on when I started doing Beachbody programs. So the fact that we're moving ahead of a lot of other companies with the technology side of things and going to this streaming, I am very happy. You know, VHS went out. DVD is going to be a dead technology within the next couple of years. So I'm glad that we're hitting this curve. You know, not to mention the fact that, you know, if this had been around 10 years ago, Robert, think about how much money we would have saved with all the programs that we bought as soon as they came out. You know, I had P90X on VHS. I had P90X on DVD. I've worn out the DVDs I don't know how many times. So, you know, this is really a fantastic thing. I'm super excited about this. And for the sake of our customers alone, you know, now we really have something where they're going to be able to buy a challenge pack and get streaming for a full year. And it's every single program we offer. I mean, think about how our mission is really going to be a lot easier to keep people on task and keep them engaged and help them decide what program to go to next and walk them through that journey. It's this is truly a game changer. I think in the 10 years we've been in this network, I am probably most excited about this.
Right. And Mark kind of jumping ahead of our announcement, but I'm sure it's probably one of the worst kept secrets here anyway. But what we want to do tonight was, first of all, let you know what the heck we're talking about, and then also how it is going to pertain to not only Beachbody itself, but even more importantly, in your life, how it's going to pertain to you and your customers and your future business. And we're going to talk about that, hopefully answer some of the questions or any and all the questions, point you in a direction where you can actually find a lot of these questions already being answered for you. But let me take these off because there's a horrible glare off of them. But, you know, just in case you guys, you know, let me just go back. Let me just kind of just paint a picture here real quick. And you'll hear people talk about this, but lo and behold, Team Beachbody has been around for 10 years this week. Basically, December 26th marks the 10-year anniversary of Team Beachbody being in existence. Really, honestly, we started out as $1 Million Body. Okay, you think it's hard enough to talk to somebody about Team Beachbody? Try calling something $1 Million Body and see the faces they make at you. But that being said, 10 years is a long time when it comes to network marketing companies. There are very, very few network marketing companies that stand the test of time, that make it anywhere past 2 years, 5 years, let alone 10 years. And to have a company that isn't resting on its laurels, that isn't just sticking with one track and going, this is what's made us $1 billion company, therefore we are going to stick with it, i.e., just pressing the same DVDs, pressing the same type of programs, shoving the same products, and just continuing to ride those horses. They are continuing to be forward thinkers. And Mark and I can share with you times throughout all the 10 years where I can tell you how many times in the first year he and I were on the phone with each other going, when's Carl going to pull the plug? When's Carl going to pull the plug? We are hemorrhaging money. This thing isn't going to last. Oh, by the way, have you made any money yet? Oh, okay. But that type of thing. But you know, we stuck with it because we truly believed in the people who were driving the bus. We believe, and you know, Mark is the same aspect, because we talked about this a lot. We talked about it at our founders meeting a little over 10 years ago, where we didn't know anything about this type of business. We didn't know anything about what this coaching business would be about. All we knew is we were passionate about the products and what they did for us, and how they gave us our, for lack of a better term, swagger back, our self-esteem back, and knowing that when we have reached out, like Mark is one of the reasons I got results with P90X in the first place. He was one of the people that I reached out to on the message boards back when there used to be message boards. And he's the one that helped me through that, answered questions, cheered me on, kicked my ass, those type of things when I needed it. And he was always there. And so whenever we were going through the founders meeting and they said, guys, this is going to be like you did with the message boards, except on a larger scale. And, oh, by the way, you're going to have the opportunity to be rewarded for that instead of doing everything for free. Again, I didn't know what it was. I didn't know anything about team cycle bonuses. I didn't know anything about binary compensation plans. I didn't know anything about anything. All I knew was I knew I trusted these guys, and I was going to be in. Now, to say that it's been a rocky road is an understatement. I mean, we've had our extreme ups and we've had our extreme downs all throughout the time. And that's going to happen throughout any type of business or relationship that you have, for that matter. But one of the things that I see, and now that we've hit our 10-year mark, I see this company truly taking steps into the future, staying ahead of the curve, but doing it in a way that is not a disruptor for the network, that is not going to put the brakes on the momentum that we've been able to experience in the last 1, 2, 3 years that we have. I truly feel that this announcement and what we're going to be talking with you tonight is not that disruptor. It's that igniter. It's the catalyst for our businesses that is going to allow us and make it easier for us to go out and share with people about who we are, what we do, and what we can do for them. So without further ado, I'm going to let Mark tell you about, since he already kind of spilled the beans a little bit, I'm going to let Mark tell you about the big announcement that Carl had on the Monday morning wake-up call this morning, something that we had the opportunity to hear about last week on the leadership call. But just go ahead and share with them, Mark, what we are talking about, bud.
All right. So for those that haven't heard, every single one of our programs that we've released from day one, beginning of Beachbody back in 1998 to current, is going to be available on Beachbody On Demand as an unlock. So if someone were to want to buy a challenge pack for $199 annually, so it's well, actually, I take that back. It's $199 for a challenge pack. It's $99 annually. It gives them access to every single program in the Team Beachbody library. Additionally, what they found, what the corporate has found through doing different surveys and interviewing different people and kind of going through the whole thing, was they found if somebody was doing 21-day fix, for example, they would go through it once, and more often than not, people were not repeating it. They would do it and they would stop, and they would stop their Shakeology. Well, what does that mean to us as coaches? It means that, first of all, we're kind of failing our customer because we're not really helping them change their lifestyle because they're doing one and out and they're not sticking with drink and Shakeology, which we all know works. So by doing this process of releasing all these programs, everything that we have, they can go on to the next program and the next program, and we can help them really establish this as a lifestyle. They're also going to stay on Shakeology for a longer period of time instead of dropping it because they're going to see that it works. They're going to see that they're supported, and they're going to be able to move forward into the future. I think it's also going to help us from a recruiting standpoint for coaches because it's going to streamline that entire process of connecting people with the right product because they're going to have access to every product. You're still going to have to take that time to form people and to find out what it is that they're interested in and then connect them with the right program, but they're already going to have it in their library. So that's going to be a non-issue. Additionally, on top of that, each one of these challenge packs, you're going to receive a $70 commission, which is a step up from what we had. Throw my glasses on so I can see once again. Downside to getting old. So yeah, it's they're going to continue too with the regular challenge packs with the DVDs for the time being, but they're no longer going to discount those products. So the push is going to be, you can have somebody that says, I want to do a challenge pack for Core de Force, and it's going to be $160. Well, they can spend $160 and they can get that one program, or they can spend $199, get started on Shakeology, and unlock every single program. So it's really going to be a no-brainer. It's really going to be the easy way to connect people with something that I believe in my heart is true value. Robert, what do you want to add onto there?
And just like what Mark is saying is when it comes to this challenge pack and the value that he's talking about, I mean, just think of it this way. Not only is it giving everybody the access to all of the workout programs that have come before, because as you know, if you already have Beachbody On Demand, you will go in and you'll see that the library, while it is extensive, it's limited. It doesn't have some of the latest things unless you have bought the unlock for those, whether that be Core de Force, whether that be even Hammer and Chisel or things like that. It has the good stuff like P90X, X2, X3, and whatnot. Well, now when you do the Beachbody On Demand All Access or Beachbody On Demand All Access Challenge Pack, what you are getting is not only all those core things, but you're getting the latest things too, from Core de Force to 22-minute hardcore. And for the next year, because this challenge pack gets you all access to Beachbody On Demand for a whole year, you will get any and all of the new programs that are released as they come out. Okay? Do you see the value in that whenever we talk about that? That is extreme value. Instead of somebody going, oh, I have to, okay, you have one coming out? Okay, go ahead and sell me another program. And us feeling like we have to go back to the well with those customers and say, hey, we got this new program. I want you to come back and try to buy from me. We have that all they will know that it's already going to be unlocked. It's already going to be in their Beachbody On Demand, and they're going to be able to do that. And to speak to just what Mark just said is, think about this. How many customers have you had that have done, let's just say, Core de Force, okay? Or let's back up. Okay, just because it's a 60-day program, they did 22-minute hardcore, and they did it for 60 days, and they did well on it for 60 days. They drank their Shakeology for 60 days because they kept seeing Tony talk about Shakeology, and they were part of your challenge group for 60 days. Well, day 61 came up. They were done with their program, and how many of them canceled their Shakeology because they were done with their program? That happens a majority of the time with people that are in challenge groups and that are doing these particular programs, whether it's 21-day fix, a 30-day program like Core de Force, all the way to a 90-day program like P90X. That they don't buy these 21-day fix programs or whatever they may be thinking, I'm going to do the 21-day fix, and I'm going to do it over again, and I'm going to do it over again, and I'm going to do it over again. Very few of them are as maniacal and single track minded like Mark and I, who have done 20+ rounds at P90X. They're not like that. They get done and then they feel like they got to go on to the next thing, or they just get bored and they don't continue. Well, this Beachbody On Demand takes that boredom out of it. When they're done with, let's say, 21-day fix, they can go to 21 Day Fix Extreme because it's in on demand. Or they can go to 22-minute hardcore, or they can go to Core to Force or something. And it allows you as their coach to plug them in to the right program to do what we're supposed to do, which are supposed to be hopefully more like product knowledge experts, even though we all know you don't have to be. But product knowledge experts, so you can go, okay, you got 21 Day Fix, you got that. How do you feel right now? Okay, what are your goals now? And then you're able to move them to the next program. But in doing that, guess what they're also going to do? They're going to stay on Shakeology because they want to continue to get results that they saw the first round that they were doing. So in this next program, they're going to continue to use Shakeology. Oh yeah, by the way, you're still talking to them and telling them they should be drinking their Shakeology. So that residual that comes from that stays on. It stays on a lot longer.
A couple things I wanted to point out, Robert. This is something that I do with a lot of my challenge groups. I get bored very simply, and I tend to chase the bouncy light that comes into the room like Robert was talking about earlier. I create hybrid programs where I'll take Body Beast, 22-minute hardcore, P90X. I'll combine them into the 3-month calendar. That is going to be so much easier for me to do now when I have people plugged into this, because they're all going to have access to these programs, and it absolutely breaks the boredom. If you think of the workout du jour challenge that we have in there, you know, the options are really limitless when you think about how much this is going to serve people. By the way, for those of you that are taking notes, I'm going to be your best friend right now and tell you about FAQ 3012. All of the details, every single detail that you want to know about this is included in there. When they had our leadership call the other day, they did not have all these kinks hammered out. So since the 15th, 4 days ago, they've added a whole ton of information. I'm scrolling through it on my phone right now while I'm talking to you. It has the breakdown for your PV, for your TV, for your commissions, everything across the board. What if you have those customers that were already Beachbody On Demand members and they were doing the 3-month? How do they go about changing their membership? It's all included in that FAQ, so make sure you check that out, and I'll save you some typing in your vision a little bit.
Right. Exactly what Molly Urban had asked. So we'll definitely, I'll get to that and I'll address that, but it's in that FAQ, Molly.
Absolutely. Any other questions? Because I don't want to carry us on for an important period of time. I think you guys can probably already tell that this is the real deal. And by the way, those of you that know Robert and I, we're not going to sit here and beat the drum for something that we don't believe in and that we don't support. And this is one of the greatest opportunities that I can recall in any recent history with this business. This is absolutely going to be a game changer that we need to take advantage of.
Right. And to echo that point, I mean, I know there may be some of those things in your mind right now, and you're thinking, okay, well, what about the regular challenge packs? Are those going away? No, that there will still be your regular challenge packs. Like Mark said, if somebody just wants the DVDs, then those are going to be there. And I told Mark I was going to do a David Letterman top 10 objections for something like this, but I just decided just to nix that. And I just wanted to go over it because you're going to have people where you talk about this to them and they're going to come up with objections. Or you may even in your mind go, well, Robert, I have customers who live in the sticks and they don't have good internet. And so they can't really stream stuff very much. And my response to that is, number one, technology is getting to the point where you can pretty much, that's an excuse that somebody's going to give you, but really if their goals are big enough, they're going to go to a Starbucks, they're going to go to a library, they're going to do something, or get on, like when I'm out at my ranch, we're on satellite internet, so it's not very good, it's not very fast, but what I do have out there is I do have cellular access, and I can download my workouts to my phone, and then and actually have them stored on here. So when I'm ready to do that particular workout, I just press play and I already have it here and I can do it that. Or what if they're traveling? I don't know if my hotel's going to have Wi-Fi. Well, plan ahead, just like you should be doing with your meals and everything else. Plan ahead, download the workouts that you're going to do either on here or on your computer before you leave so that they are there. And again, let me just tell you, deep, like Mark said, and he kind of stole my example, but when we started doing this, it was VHS tapes. Now, those are like in the Smithsonian now, or maybe even some like natural history thing, because I don't think my kids even know what a VHS tape looks like. And DVDs are going that way too. It's all going to be streaming service. That's why you have Hulu and Amazon Prime, and Netflix went all streaming and everything like that. So that being said, that's what this is going to. And one of the things I was talking to Mark about when he called me the other day, and we were talking about this, I said, one of the cool things about this, and I know it entered and why they're doing it, but one of the cool things that this will definitely take out of and off of our plate is answering that question of why should I get it from you when I can just go to Amazon or I can just go to eBay and buy it. And then you have to go, well, I'm your coach and I'll help you. And they can't go to Amazon. They can't go to eBay to buy Beachbody On Demand. It's got to come from you. And now when you give them a Beachbody On Demand, and now there is a challenge pack that they can get for just a little bit more, that gives them $6,000 worth of programming, and combine that with Shakeology, and it's just $39 more than what they would pay for just one program in Shakeology. To me, that's an absolute no-brainer. The value in that alone that you'll be able to tell them about. I hope you don't feel like you have to turn around and go, gosh, I gotta sell. No, you don't have to sell anything. You should feel excited to get out and share this with the people who you have talked to before, because this is a big deal. And if you get your teammates, the folks on your team, your organizations, and you really get them tuned in with this and really working with this, guys, the opportunity for an immense amount of increased volume and the longevity and the continuity customers that they have on Shakeology is enormous. And that's where your income is going to take a big rise. Now, granted, $70 in commission for every one of these is great. But I know if you guys are like me, and the reason why you're sitting here listening to us on a Monday night is because you want to get something bigger than $70 on a commission. You want to build residual income. You want to build something that is going to stand the test of time. You want to build an organization. Well, this is what I'm telling you to do. You need to let them know about this so that they can start getting the word out there. They can start getting people plugged in with this Beachbody On Demand All Access Challenge Pack. And when that happens, you are going to see an increase in your volume and your team volume that is going to increase your overall team cycle bonuses, that is going to increase your paycheck, and is going to increase your level of excitement. And that just continually just feeds the cycle. So, Mark, why don't you tell them not only this and add on to this, but talk to them about the Success Club benefits and all this as well.
Right. So Success Club points for the challenge pack with this is going to be 3 points. So instead of the 2, it's going to make it much easier for people to hit Success Club on a monthly basis. Clearly an added benefit there. The last that I knew, there was not, the question had been asked if you had current customers, if you would receive that Success Club points, if you'd be eligible if they switched over to this, like if they're already a current customer and now they buy this challenge pack, would you get it? And I don't know the answer to that yet.
The answer to that question is yes. What you have to do, and just and this will kind of, current Beachbody On Demand customers can upgrade to the annual All Access membership at www.bodmembershipchange.com beginning on December 27th. And refer to the chart for, anyway. And basically, what this has is what you may be asking, what's all included in the Beachbody On Demand Shakeology Challenge Pack. It's 1-year membership Beachbody On Demand with all content plus feature releases. You get Shakeology, which is your choice of a 30-day supply on Home Direct. You get the Portion Fix, which includes your 7-piece portion control container set, eating guide, large blue container, and shaker cup. And if you get a coach enrollment, if you do that at the same time, because remember, you can still do that, you get your business starter kit, and that fee is waived if you get it with the challenge pack. Price details, like Mark was saying, your All Access On Demand membership, just the Beachbody On Demand membership itself, is $99.95. That it does not have a Success Club point attached to it because it is not a challenge pack. Okay, you have an annual all-access Beachbody On Demand plus Shakeology challenge pack is $199, like Mark had said. A Beachbody all-access Beachbody On Demand, annual all-access Beachbody On Demand Kickstart, which is basically this plus your 3-day refresh, is $239. Now, what you have to do is contact Coach Relations in order for that to get ordered, okay? And then an annual all-access Beachbody On Demand upgrade from, now, this is only upgraded only if your customer or you had purchased Beachbody On Demand between December 1st and today, the 26th. That is $69, and it has one Success Club point attached to that. Okay, because you have already given them, they had already bought a challenge pack from you. And so what you're getting is that additional 1 point that they are putting on while this special lasts, okay? Now, those are all U.S. prices. Canada has a little bit different pricing. I don't know if you guys want me to go through that or not. I won't. You can look at the FAQ and everything like that. But this launches on December 27th. So December 27th is when this launches. And the challenge pack, this challenge pack and challenge pack special, because guys, I really believe this $199 special is going to go up. I mean, the value of this is worth well in excess of $300 to $500. I don't think it'll go that high, but at least this special, combined with 3 Success Club points for each one of these, goes through February 28th of 2017. Okay, so anyway, go ahead, Mark.
I was just going to answer Molly's question really quickly. She had asked if existing people that had bought the 1-year membership to BOD, the answer to that question is no, but they can request all access at no additional charge at bodmembershipchange.com starting on the 27th. So it'll be no charge to upgrade them.
There you go. Perfect. And that won't give you a Success Club point, just FYI for that, because it's just the Beachbody On Demand. They're not doing anything with Shakeology. Remember, Success Club is based on 90 PV on Home Direct, okay? Doesn't really have anything to do with Beachbody On Demand. Some of your questions might be, well, what happens after a year? Well, their Beachbody On Demand all access will be renewed automatically unless they cancel it. Okay, so it'll charge that credit card, and it's $99.95 is what that, and it'll be another year membership for that. Okay,
that's a $39.38 commission for you.
Yeah, there you go. What else? By the way, one little added benefit and make it even a better value for your customers is people who get this Beachbody On Demand challenge pack and get the Shakeology, by the way, get 10% off of all of their orders as well as being a Beachbody On Demand club member. So that's just a little added thing. I wouldn't kind of pull that out of the bag and let people know about that. Just kind of save that in your hat just in case. That's just my opinion. I don't feel like we're going to have to beg, borrow, talk about, if you feel like you've got to sell this to anybody, stop. Guys, you should share this with people. Selling is for amateurs. Selling is for people who are desperate. We are absolutely not desperate. We are not in convincing business. Our business is to help people achieve their goals and lead healthy, more fulfilling lives. And if those people don't want to achieve their goals or have a healthy, more fulfilling life, then you know what? There's nothing you're going to be able to do to help them anyway at this time. So just remain friendly, love them, tell them what you can offer them. This is an amazing value, and that more importantly than any of our programs, Beachbody On Demand or Shakeology, the real value is you. Is you getting to be their personal coach. That's where the value of being a coach is. That's where the value of what Beachbody is all about. Because, anybody can can make a workout video. I mean, Mark's been great at putting together workouts for me that had nothing to do with videos. And, you know, I can go outside and do push-ups and pull-ups and everything like that, and I don't need a video for that. And I can go to GNC and Whole Foods Market, and yes, it's going to be a lot more expensive, but I can make my own shake if I wanted to, okay? But the value for us is us. The value for the customer is us. In our coaching, in our mentorship, in our cheerleading, in our ass kicking if we need to, that's where the value is. So I want you guys to think about that as you are going and sharing this with your customers. Keep that in mind, that you are where the value lies when it comes with this, not a $199 challenge pack. It's you. This is just an added benefit. Mark, is there anything else, buddy?
No, while you were talking, I was actually scrolling more through this FAQ, which is far more detailed than the notes that I had from the leadership call. I really strongly encourage all of you to pull up FAQ 3012 and take your time to really read through it and highlight it. And I would print off a copy to keep handy, because not only are you going to run into these questions from your team, you're going to run into these from potential customers as well. There is a ton of great information in there, and having it in your hand at your disposal when you're talking to your team is going to be a great thing to have. I'm personally probably, I'm going to print off a copy of this. I'm also going to save a copy of this, and I'm going to send it to the coaches on my team so that I know they have it without them having to even look it up. So
right.
I think it's going to be an invaluable tool. And like I said over and over again, I think this is really going to be a game changer for our business in every aspect.
Right. I mean, guys, I know maybe, again, over the past 10 years, Mark and I have been able to see the rollout of so many exciting different things, whether that be when the P90X infomercial actually started gaining traction, and when we had something more than just one page of the Beachbody Club, or when we ended up getting a new coach back office and actual third-party tools and videos that we never had before that explain what Beachbody coaching and our products, what all that was about, other than us having to try to know it all and talk too much. Or whenever they came out with this crazy, way super expensive superfood shake called Shakeology that we never thought would ever get off the ground, because when we tested it prior to it coming out, I got stuff that I won't go through and tell you about, but it was affectionately termed something very nice.
It was ass in a glass is what we called it.
It was ass in a glass. But, and we literally, would not have sold 2 bags of it, but lo and behold, it's it has been $1 billion brand in and of itself. That, and we got to see that. And then we've seen the Insanities come in, and we've seen 21 Day Fix come in, and we've seen all of these great new additions and things that have come up and been exciting, and we've seen blips of excitement and momentum and building up of volume and stuff like this, but only to kind of wane after a little bit. I truly believe that this solution, the Beachbody On Demand All Access, having all of our workout programs, past, present, and future, available, combine that with the nutrition that we have with Shakeology, and where everybody that's doing a program should be on that, and you put all that together, guys, it is by far the best thing that Beachbody has come out with. And when they started talking about this just a little bit ago, and I kind of caught wind of what was going on, I didn't quite know what to think until I really took a step back and went, oh, wow, this is a game changer. So what do you do now? You may be going, okay, we got this information. I'm going to look at FAQ 3012. Okay, what do I do now? Here's what you do now. You take a list of everybody that you have ever contacted before. Anybody that has been on any and all of your contact lists. Past customers, present customers, customers who told you were crazy, customers who spit in your face, people who did that, go back to them, contact them again, and let them know what's going on. Here's my deal. If I'm one of your people that you have contacted in the past, and you've got this amazing opportunity for me to get a $6,000 value and make a change, because I got New Year's resolutions coming up just like everybody else, but it allows me to make a change, and you don't share that with me, I'm going to be pretty upset. So allow them the opportunity to say no. Okay? Allow them the opportunity to say no. But go back through any and everybody that you have ever talked to about anything Beachbody. Or maybe somebody who maybe you didn't even talk to about Beachbody, and you were just waiting for the right opportunity to say something. You don't have to talk to them about coaching. You don't have to talk to them about team cycle bonuses. You don't have to talk to them about any of that stuff. Just share with them about this exciting thing that's going to be released on December 27th and how they can get involved with you in one of your special challenge groups, accountability groups, and how you're going to help them achieve their goals for 2017 and beyond. All right? Sound like a plan? Everybody nod their head. Yeah, I know Adam sounds like a plan. There we go. There we go. All right. So listen. It's an awesome deal. Share this with your team. I'm going to post the recording on the Elite Stronghold page here after I get finished uploading. Share this with your team. Start rattling the cages, letting people know what's coming on. Listen, you have the opportunity for the end of this year to make it big and to get some tremendous momentum going into 2017. If you haven't hit Success Club yet for December, you have 4 days at the end of the month that you can blow it out of the water. Listen, it's 3 points each. So, guys, this is a great opportunity for you to finish 2016 strong and get a head start on 2017. Share this with your teams, get the momentum, and enjoy what is going to be happening. All right? Hey, Mark, buddy, I really appreciate it. Thanks for everything, brother. Thanks for being here tonight and sharing. And, guys, just in case, because I know it's going to be the day after Christmas, in case we don't have a call next Monday night, I'll be posting a call. One of the things I want to share with you before the end of the year is something that can revolutionize your business. I'm going to share with you something that Melissa and I have been doing over the last 10 years that can revolutionize your life. So pay attention. If I might have a call, but most likely will end up being a video that I will post, or I'll go live on Facebook. So pay attention to that. And until then, guys, y'all have a great week, a very Merry Christmas, and start rattling the cages. All right? Take care, guys. God bless.
Stay safe.